Und für mich ist keine Zeit vergangen. Das ist Teil 4. Hallo und herzlich willkommen, ich bin Gux. Wir spielen Monkey Island. Let's Play, 4. Teil. Weiter geht's. Wir sind hier stehen geblieben. Wir dürfen nicht an Bord. Und, ja, Le Chip lässt uns nicht drauf. Ich gehe einfach vorbei. Ich gehe einfach hoch jetzt.
I hope this isn't one of those party cruises.
Oder so.
Looks like this is going to be a long journey.
Kann ich doch bestimmt irgendwas machen. Das Schild.
No parking of demonic, ghostly or undead vessels or scooters.
Ich habe leider, wer den 3. Teil gesehen hat, für mich ist ja gerade mal 10 Minuten vorbei, alle Sachen ins Feuer geworfen. Junge. So, also, auf geht's. Weiter. Wir haben doch keine Zeit. Zurück zum Dock.
Why was Wally in such a hurry?
Komm.
He wouldn't sell us out to Madison, would he?
I believe he needed to relieve the pressure upon him in a different way.
Die kommen vom Mitternachtsessen zurück. Ne? Jetzt geht's weiter. Jetzt weiß ich, dass die mich nicht mitfahren lassen. Dann gehe ich nochmal in die Scamba rein. Mal gucken, ob da hier was passiert ist. Das sieht alles noch genauso aus wie vorher. So, kann ich mit dem Board... Ich brauche den Mob. Ich brauche den Mob.
Use someone else's mop.
Why not?
The mop is the formal tool of a cook. Not as clumsy or random as a dish rag. An elegant tool for a more civilized
Reinigung.
You cannot hope to succeed with the mop of another.
I can't?
You must construct your own. A single, perfect instrument that you will keep and use for a lifetime.
Nein.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Once you build it, the mop will become your constant companion.
Wie geil ist das
your
denn?
tool and a ready means of defense against spills of all kinds.
So sieht deine Küche auch aus, Meister.
The wood is the heart of the handle. The heart is the handle of the cook. You are one.
Not helpful so far.
You must find a particular tree. A tree uniquely suited to the handles of mops. Carve your handle from a limb of that tree. Any questions?
So, wie finde ich der Mobstil? Wie finde ich den? Oh, Übersetzungsfehler. Wie finde ich den Mobstilbaum?
How do I find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is because this is your own personal journey.
Geil.
What kind of wood is the tree?
That is something you must discover for yourself.
Das ist so geil. Was ist mit dem Kopf?
What about the head of the mop?
Oh, you have to have one, of course, but pretty much anything will do. It's mostly about the handle.
Ich will nicht wissen, wie das nachher aussieht, das Ding.
Are you sure I can't just buy a mop? Yours, for example.
No, you've got to make one. Trust me on this.
Okay, I guess I'll do it. What's wrong?
You gave the story the wrong title. It should be called Mop Quest. When do we get to the piratey parts?
Well, even the coolest professions involve more mopping up than you would think. It seemed crazy to me at the time, too. But don't forget, it was all so I could board a ship, take command, and sail to Monkey Island. But first, I had to make a mop.
Wer braucht ihn nicht, den Mob? Ich nehme den trotzdem.
Stay away from my mop.
Schade. Gut, dann, jetzt wissen wir Bescheid. Okay, wir mussten erst das eine auslösen, damit das jetzt hier funktioniert, genau wie die Leute. Dass sie wieder zurückkommen. So, jetzt wird ja wahrscheinlich in den ganzen anderen Bereichen wieder Personal sein, mit dem ich sprechen kann. Ja. International für Mojo. Da ist ja, da waren wir schon. Hier.
Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises.
So, hier, Schild ist weg. Jetzt gehen wir mal hier rein. Wally's Mop and More Shop.
Hey, Wally.
Wally!
Well, look what the surf washed ashore. It's Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again too, Wally. Whatever your last name is.
I spent years in therapy getting over being burned, blinded, blown up, abandoned and marooned because of you.
Yeah, good times,
Nur
huh?
gute Zeit.
You're lucky I'm past all that and am running the best map shop within the Caribbean and beyond.
Ach, Map-Shop, nicht Mob-Shop. Du hast nicht zufällige Karte zum Geheimnis von Monkey
You wouldn't
Island?
happen to have a map to the secret of Monkey Island.
Funny you should ask. I recently made one on commission, but then they destroyed all my source material. It is the only one in existence. Best of luck to you.
Du hast eine Menge. Ich suche einen Baum,
Looking
aus
for
dem
a
ich
tree to
einen
make
Mob
a
machen
stupid
kann.
mop from. Have you got a map for that?
So the cook has sent you on one of his spiritual journeys? Been a while since I made one of those mop tree maps. What kind of tree is it again?
I don't know. A wood one?
That's okay. Just bring me a sliver of the wood and I can work it out from there. I'm
Okay.
that good.
So, du hast eine Menge Karten. So, ich muss also einen Splitter von einem Baum.
You have a lot of maps in here.
We've got
Besorgen.
so many, you need a map to find them all.
Du brauchst
A
eine
little
Karte.
cartographer humor.
Yeah, I'd forgotten how funny it was.
Spezialhumor. Du brauchst eine Karte für die Karten.
Looks like the shop across the way is in trouble.
The high-stakes, ego-driven
Die Welt der
world
Piraten,
of
der viel auf
pirating
dem Spiel
is
steht, verändert
changing,
sich und die
and
dunkle
dark
Magie
magic is
übernimmt die
taking
Macht.
over. Voodoo magic is fun and all, but it's not what the new generation wants.
Richtig, es
Me,
geht immer nur um
I'm on
Marketing.
the bleeding edge and making a bundle. I'm about to franchise.
Die Stadt scheint ziemlich
The
untergekommen zu
town
sein.
seems to be pretty run down.
Since Captain Madison made Melee her base of operations, people have been complaining. They say she brings a bad element to town, but that bad element spends a lot of money on maps. So, what am I supposed to do?
Do what's right?
I am. I'm doing what's right for Wally.
Gilt für alle. Tut das, was für euch richtig ist und nicht für andere. So, also wir
Bye.
brauchen ein Stück Holz. Was haben wir denn hier Schönes? Das ist Wallys
Ooh, those look
Kartografie.
fancy.
The finest tools to make the finest maps.
Richtig. Jetzt klicken wir erstmal hier alles an.
I didn't know you made globes too.
I don't. This is for reference. It's got all the latest continents.
I appreciate that Wally hasn't traded it in for a new model just because it's been around the block once or twice. I feel very strongly about that for some reason.
Vor allen Dingen, weil das hier Feuer beinhaltet.
They're like glasses, only way less convenient. Ooh, look behind you! A three-headed monkey!
Oh, please take one. I use them to promote my business. See, it
Maps
says
and more.
maps and more
Ich habe
on the
Mobs
edge.
und More gelesen. vorhin.
Thanks.
Okay. So, jetzt habe ich eine Lupe und kann die Nummer auf dem Ding entziffern.
Wally, can I have one of these maps?
Absolutely. If you pay for it.
Ein bisschen Geld habe
Never
ich
mind.
ja. Ein bisschen Geld habe ich ja. Das
This
ist
map
eine
shows
schicke
both
Karte.
sides of the globe.
It's twice the value.
Ooh, looks chilly up there. It's a long, small map of somewhere far, far away. What's this a map of?
The secret movements and activities of my competitors.
That sounds reasonable.
Okay.
This must be Trouser Island.
Actually, Mr. Threepwood, it's...
Yep, Trouser Island. It's a
Okay.
map on a fan. What'll they think of next? I had a map like this once, but I sailed left.
Okay. Ich habe mal so eine Karte gehabt, aber ich bin links vorbei.
That looks like a
Stachelige
treacherous
Karte.
voyage. It says, rating,
nee.
cursed black diamond.
Oh.
It's maps wrapped in maps. I didn't know you could do that.
Das ist wie meine Erfindung, der Beutel für Tüten. Wenn du so viele Tüten zu Hause hast, dass du nicht weißt, wohin damit, dann habe ich das richtige Ding. Das ist ein Beutel, da kannst du die
The
Tüten
first
reinstecken.
rule of piracy is never buy a used treasure map.
Nur 9,99.
Hey, Wally, what's with the window ladder?
I use it to keep an eye on the neighbors.
Well, it's good to have a hobby. Ooh, this one looks nice. How much is it?
Oh, that one? Too much.
Schön, dass die sich. Muss ich mir alle Karten an sie kriegen
Never seen
bestimmt
one of those
Achievement.
somewhat understated and
jetzt kriegt er bestimmt
somewhat
Achievement.
overpriced. I try to steer clear of sea monsters myself.
Da unten ist sogar eine Karte.
Hey, Wally, what's in these boxes?
Maps.
Ah, wer hätte es gedacht? Wer hätte es gedacht? Habe ich alle Karten angeklickt? Ich habe alle Karten. Kann ich da hinten reinlaufen? Nee, kann ich nicht. Schade. Ja. So, ich glaube, ich habe alle Karten angeklickt und kein Achievement bekommen. Das ist sehr schade. Ich hätte so gerne ein Achievement bekommen. Gucken wir uns doch mal die Lupe an hier. Ein Monokel
It makes
ist immer
things look
lustig.
bigger.
It makes things look bigger. Wer hätte es gedacht?
It's an unusual safe with 5 keyholes.
Alas, the safe is not for sale. It has been placed with me for safekeeping.
Okay.
Green, half off. Blue, half off. Yellow, half off. Orange, Aren't you glad you're here?
Okay.
The curtains are for sale too?
Everything goes. They'd make a great dress.
A crystal. Yeah, this isn't that kind of game.
Lustig.
Everything's spilled out of it in a puddle.
Okay.
Not for me.
Klebrige
Looks like
Flasche,
it's been there forever.
sprudelige Flasche.
Not very practical.
It's a creepy shrunken head with long, stringy hair.
I didn't know these were a voodoo thing.
They're not. But the tourists like them.
Aber die Touristen, ja, also du musst
You
immer
do
was
gift
für die
wrapping?
Touristen
We're out of wrapping
dabei
paper,
haben.
unless you'd like it wrapped in the skin of a lizard.
No thanks.
Oh, ein Messer.
Pointy.
It is a non-magical ceremonial knife. Very sharp indeed.
Messer will ich haben.
Oh, I'd like this knife.
An excellent choice. I will need you to verbally agree to a release of liability.
Okay.
This product is not to be used in the commission of any crime, including vandalism, jailbreak, and theft of ancient priceless
und
artifacts.
Diebstahl, alter,
No problem.
unschätzbarer.
Threatening, frightening, stabbing, shaving, or manicuring
jetzt hat's gerade
yourself
geklingelt.
or another person are likewise considered outside the scope of acceptable use.
Oh, okay, I guess.
The product is not balanced for throwing. Throwing the product violates these terms and will invalidate the warranty. Whittling, scrimshaw, mumbledy-peg, juggling, and any tricks involving stacking or balancing the product may cause serious injury and should not be attempted by unlicensed persons. Use with breads, spreads, bedspreads, or thread may damage
Jetzt hab ich die
the
Hälfte
product.
verpasst.
If damaged, the product should not be used. Product is sharp and should not be carried in a pocket, coat, belt, hatband, handbag, shoulder holster, or sheath. At all
also, man
times,
darf-
keep
was
the
darf ich mit dem
product
Messer
away
machen?
from children, pets, the aged or infirm, clowns, pirates, and adults. Where possible, it should be locked securely in a vault. The manufacturer accepts
Ich
no
glaub-
responsibility for the
okay.
consequences of any use or misuse of this product. By verbally
Das ist die
assenting to
mündliche
these
Zustimmung. Ich
terms,
sag gleich ja.
purchaser hereby assumes all liability, past, present, and future, throughout this and all possible and impossible
Alter.
universes.
Oh, is this where I say yes?
Yes,
Yes. Is there anything I am allowed to do with it?
I am not able to answer that question, as it could create a liability issue.
Sehr gut. So, ich habe ein Messer, mit dem ich nichts tun darf. Das
It's
Messer
my very own,
bewundern.
very sharp, non-magical ceremonial knife.
Ich werde einfach Dinge tun.
What's cooking?
The feast of knowledge.
Next time I'm in a drum circle, this would come in handy. This is a neat symbol. What does it mean?
That used to contain magical disguises. But alas, they have all gone.
Yeah, it's too bad you're sold out. A magic disguise seems really useful.
There's always the famous eye patch of John Laney at the museum. I'm sure the magic has worn off by now, but I believe I could restore
okay.
its abilities.
Also, wieder eine Aufgabe. Klappe aus dem Museum holen und der Ollen geben. So, was habe ich noch nicht angeguckt? Netter Korb.
An empty basket. I should have gotten here last month.
Noch ein Lehrer.
Too bad it's empty.
Da ist, was ist das hier? Eine Statue.
Keep up the good work, buddy. It says everything must go, but it says it with numbers. What's this thing?
It's a forgiveness frog. When no apology will do, give the forgiveness frog. It's like a card, only much better because it's a frog.
I've never heard of that before. Are you sure it's real voodoo?
No comment. It works. Trust me.
Ich glaube, ich kaufe einen davon. Ein
I'll take this forgiveness
Vergebensfrosch.
frog.
It can help someone forgive even very old transgressions.
Vielleicht kann ich das bei Wally anwenden. Der mag mich nicht mehr. Ich glaube, ich gehe mal zu Wally nochmal rüber. So, hier kann ich nichts mehr machen, ne? Ich glaube, ich gehe nochmal rüber zum Wally. Vielleicht kann ich dem die Kröte in den Hals stecken.
Nothing says I'm sorry like a dried up old frog.
No worries. I've moved beyond you blinding, burning, blowing up and marooning me all those years ago.
Good to know.
Okay, also...
The voodoo lady said it was a forgiveness frog.
Ja. Okay. Also er hat mir vergeben. Irgendeiner hat mir nicht vergeben. Irgendjemand hat mir nicht vergeben. So, wo haben wir hier...
LeChuck, sir. Just thought I'd pop in and let you know. Preparations to set sail are almost done.
You have all the supplies for the spell to get to Monkey Island?
Check. Squid ink, chickens, brimstone,
Schwefel, Zimt,
cinnamon,
Affenblut,
monkey blood,
Minze.
mint,
das
and
hat man doch schon
an
mal.
annoying skull.
Well done.
Ein
Mark
annoying
yourself
skull?
down
Ich hab
for
so eine
one
Idee.
less lashing this voyage.
Funny story. Guybrush Threepwood tried to sign on to the crew.
Threepwood? He must be looking for the secret too. That guy steals all my best ideas. Have him killed. Wait, let him live. I want him to see me sail off for Monkey Island knowing the secret is lost to him forever.
Sure. I want to bring this up one more time. Is searching for this mythical secret of Monkey Island a good idea? Should we be out terrorizing the high seas, instilling fear, creating mayhem, being more on brand for LeChuck?
I've had enough of you questioning my orders. Finish loading the ship, and whatever you do, don't let Threepwood on board.
Niemals.
Very well.
Niemals. Nein, das würde ich nie tun. Würde ich nie tun.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories,
Ist das hier auch mal?
but cash would have been better.
The queen always gives way to a new queen.
Okay, komm, wir gehen mal in die Gasse rein. Vielleicht hat sich ja was verändert. Eine Quizkarte.
It seems to be stuck closed.
Okay.
I'm no good at jimmying things.
Darf ich, glaube ich, gar nicht mit dem Ding, ne? Okay. So, dann weiter. Also, der gute alte... Ist doch...
Looks like a volcano island with horns that swallowed a
Wer
basketball.
tuschelt denn? Ist das die Oma da?
She vanished along with the ship. I told her not to go.
Okay, also, nochmal. Ab in den Knast.
Hey, Guybrush!
Hey. So, jetzt geht's los. Monokel.
They say the only real
Schloss.
prison is the...
I can read the serial number. I'll write it down so I don't forget.
Yes. So, das hätten wir. Und rüber in den Schlüsselladen.
Welcome back.
Hallo.
Hi there. Hello again. Tell me again about how to have keys made.
Ja,
It's
ich habe eine
exciting.
Nummer. Ich habe eine
You
Nummer. Ich habe
bring
eine
me
Nummer. Ich
the
habe eine
serial
Nummer. Ich habe
number
eine
from the
Nummer.
lock.
Ich habe eine Nummer.
I make the key. It's pretty straightforward.
Ach so, ich habe das wahrscheinlich
I think I'll browse around
aufgeschrieben
a
im
bit.
Try
Inventar.
not to touch anything.
Ah, so. Hier, zack.
Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. Good choice on the lock. These are really sturdy. It's the same kind they use over at the jail.
Oh, wow. What a coincidence. I had no idea.
Sehr gut.
Hey, Guybrush! Hey, kid! Word of advice, kid. Stick to the narrow straights.
Otis, the authorities have reconsidered your case and decided that you should go free.
I'm very grateful to the authorities and will not mention their name should any awkward questions be asked. Good luck, Stan. I hope you get acquitted.
Oh, it's in the bag, friend, but thanks.
Das steht schon fest.
I'll stay on this side of the bars, just in case.
Mal gucken, ob ich die Zelle auch mit die Spanier-Hose kriege.
No thanks. I'm about to be acquitted. Escaping looks bad.
Okay, sehr gut. Sieht nach einem Gesundheitsrisiko aus. Gesundheitsrisiko. Für den Koch. Vielleicht muss ich den Frosch in den Topf von dem Koch und dann habe ich einen Mob. So, also was müssen wir noch machen? Ich gucke nochmal drauf. Wir brauchen Leschaks Mannschaft beitreten, das klappt nicht. Quartiermeisterin erkennt mich und heult mich nicht an, das ist klar. Einen Mob herstellen, den Mob-Stielbaum finden. Huiuiui. Das ist klar, das ist klar. Also. Quartiermeisterin, ich brauche also so eine Augenklappe und ich muss den Mob machen. Richtig? Den Mob. Augenklappe und Mob. Augenklappe und Mob. Ich gehe einfach hier. So. So, hier war ja auch nichts. Statue hier zu den Dots. Muss ich hier was machen? Ne, ich muss eigentlich nur zur... Komme ich eigentlich irgendwie mit einer Schnelltaste zur Karte? M wie Karte? M wie Karte? Nee. So, Text und Steuerung. Inventar. Alt S Spielspeichern. Ach so. Alt S Spielspeichern. Okay. Alt S Spielspeichern ist so eine Option. Seekarte öffnen. M haben wir noch nicht. To-Do-Liste. Ach, einfach T drücken. Sehr gut. Sehr gut, sehr gut, sehr gut, sehr gut. Sekundäre Aktion. Das ist ja einfach. Das heißt Alt S. Ah. Zack. Wunderbar. Alt T. Ne, nur T. Sehr gut. Na, wieder was gelernt. Wer von euch spielt denn Spiele so, dass ihr sich erst die Steuerung und den ganzen Kram anguckt? Keiner, oder? Die meisten legen los und dann wird geguckt. So, Ausguck war ich. Werft. Ne, ich muss ins Museum. Guck mal, wäre ich andersrum gegangen, wäre besser gewesen. Ne? So orientierungslos bin ich. So, hier. Museum ist jetzt offen auch, weil die alle zurück sind.
Hi there.
Hi there.
Welcome to the Melee Island Museum of Pirate Lore. I'm Conrad, the curator and docent here. I also edit the Pirate Times newsletter. Here, take my business card.
Thanks.
The museum showcases the largest collection of pirate memorabilia in the Caribbean. Or on Melee Island at the very least. The provenance of each item has been very carefully researched and fact-checked by myself and my team. Feel free to explore. And if you have any questions, just ask.
Ich frag den direkt mal. Ich bin Guybrush.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
No kidding? Wow! Are you named after Guybrush Threepwood?
I guess you could say that.
Nice.
Jedem auf der Insel davon.
I'm going to find the legendary secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, that's excellent! Super retro. If you need a place to display it, I know a convenient museum.
Your museum is quaint.
Thanks. It's been a personal passion of mine. I'm nuts about old-timey pirate stuff.
Old-timey?
Being around it really makes you feel like you're a part of something. Doesn't it?
I am part of something.
Exactly.
Okay, Guybrush fühlt sich alt. Ja, aber ist eins dieser Dinge wertvoll? Haben Sie, ist
Are any of these things
wertvoll?
valuable?
The security parrot isn't just here to look piratey. John Laney's eye patch is irreplaceable. It's the highlight of the collection. Amazingly, I got it at a yard sale. They didn't know what they had.
Haben Sie Karten des
Do you have
Waldes
maps
hier?
of the
Das ist
forest
auch
here?
gut.
No, that's not really what we do. Try the map shop in town?
Tell me about that newsletter of yours.
The Pirate Times.
Pirate
We publish
Times.
pirate news, pirate stories, pirate poetry, all
Irgendwie
things
fühle
pirate.
ich mich wohl. Pirate. Obwohl sie eigentlich beide Beine haben. Der hat beide
Right,
hat
so you were a peg leg,
Okay.
despite having both of your original
Der hat ein
legs.
Holzbein.
Just part of the docent's outfit for the tourists. Kids always want to try it on.
That's charming and creepy at the same time.
This is a museum for people who think attacking ships and murdering the crew for profit sounds fun.
Touché.
Da bin ich dabei.
I'll have a look
Schau
around.
mich mal um.
Please do.
So, was haben wir denn hier? Das ist die Nachricht, die LeChuck hinterlassen hat, als Elaine entführt hat.
How on earth do you have that note?
Oh yeah, that's very interesting. That was found tucked inside of a book at the Fat Island Library. It's the actual note left by the ghost pirate LeChuck when he kidnapped Governor Marley.
I know what it is. The lookout handed it to me just before I finished my 3 trials. I was crushed, but undaunted. I gathered a crew and I sailed to Monkey Island to save her. Not that she needed it, as it turned out.
Wow, man, you're really into this. I've got a role-playing group on Thursday nights.
You don't believe me?
It's not a question of belief.
Never mind. It's not important.
Schön. Ist das nicht Teil meiner alten
That
Karte?
map looks familiar.
That's 1/4 of the original map to the treasure of Big Whoop.
Big Whoop,
I got it from the
yeah.
cartographer on Low Street. Apparently, he was somehow involved in the search for Big Whoop.
About all Wally managed to do was get kidnapped by LeChuck's henchmen.
That's not the way he tells it.
I'm just trying to help.
Thanks. I've got it under control.
What's this melted lump of metal?
It used to be a mug. It was melted by some kind of acid. It was found in the Malay
Durch
jail
Glock
many years ago
geschmolzen.
after an incident where like 20 pirates escaped.
Genau,
Hey,
einer.
I did that. I had to keep pouring the grog from mug to
Von
mug because
Grub
it was
zu Grub
melting them.
schippen, genau.
I had an armload of
Ah,
mugs and I
geil.
juggled them all the way from the scum bar to the jail. Also, I could get Otis to join my crew. Not
Yeah.
my greatest decision in retrospect.
That's a pretty wild story.
I'm telling you the truth.
I'm sure you are, but it just doesn't quite square with the official record. So it's hard to substantiate.
Substantiate? You've got an eyewitness.
Eyewitnesses are notoriously inaccurate. Human memory is plastic and suggestible.
Not yours, apparently.
No, of course not. I deal in facts.
Genau. Wie niedlich. Was haben wir noch hier?
What's the story with the wanted poster?
That is the earliest known wanted poster for Captain Kate Capsize. You can tell how notorious she was by the huge number of crimes listed there. Very impressive. I got it from a collector on Fat Island.
Those are my own crimes, actually. I was pretty much public enemy number 1 on Fat Island at the time. I stuck Kate's picture on there so she'd get thrown in jail.
That would never work. Nobody's that clueless in real life.
This is absurd. It's like this whole wall is stuff from my personal adventures, but somehow I'm not even mentioned in your stories.
That's what's so great about this museum. Everyone makes their own connections with the exhibits, and it's highly personal and different for everyone.
That's
Ja,
not what
ja.
I'm trying to
Wer
say
die
at all.
Geschichte
That's
schreibt,
okay.
ne?
You don't need to say anything.
brauchen nicht zu sagen,
Just
wenn sie einfach
listen
drauf
to what the
Sex
exhibits
machen.
tell you.
Fine. Tell me about this hunk of wood.
That's an original plank from the Golden Hind, autographed by Francis Drake himself.
Natürlich.
Is this a left hook or a right hook?
That once belonged to the dread pirate Meat Hook. Supposedly he was ambidextrous. Also, he used to live right here, on Malay.
Ja, das stimmt.
Tell me again about the hook.
That once belonged to the dread pirate Meat Hook.
What was this cinder you've got on the wall?
Oh, that. Yeah, that was an unsent love letter written by Elaine Marley while she was governor of the island.
What?
Oops.
Elaine?
The recipient was referred to only as Plunder Bunny.
That's me.
It was a
Plunder
really
Bunny.
touching letter. Unfortunately, I put the candle too close to it.
What did it say? Tell me what she said.
Oh, you know, love letter stuff. Honestly, I don't remember a word of it, but it was touching.
Thanks a lot.
Das würde ich gerne nehmen.
Actually, I think I'd rather not hear about that again.
Wenn ich nochmal frage. Man kann doch bestimmt das Ruder kommen bekannt.
That's a nice oar.
The one with the coffin. Yeah, the coffin had a lot of water damage when I got it from the voodoo lady in town.
Mein Gott, der
but I managed to restore it. It was used by a certain well-known captain in a daring escape from a Turkish prison.
The water damage is actually from the swamp on Scab Island.
Scab Island.
Unlikely. The prison in question
das ist
is
natürlich, um die Leute auch wieder
Scab
reinzuziehen
Island.
von damals. Also mich hat's eingefangen.
Oh, I did. Unpaid, of course. Intern.
Ja.
Tell me again about the coffin?
It was used by a certain well-known captain.
Ach so, okay. Erzählt ihr das nochmal. Okay, alles klar. Was ist das?
What's the significance of the peg leg?
That belonged to the infamous peg leg Patty. She used to hide a spare cutlass in it, in case of capture. Sadly, that's the reason she's no longer with us.
Oh. Gut, haben uns jetzt alles angeguckt. Die Plakette.
Eye patch worn by Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. What can you tell me about this eye patch?
That's the pride of the collection. It belonged to Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. Supposedly, it had voodoo powers that would disguise him. I tried it on though, and nothing happened.
So, dann gucken wir mal.
That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. What do you feed it?
Thieves, mostly.
Good to know.
Da muss ich vielleicht meinen Otis noch.
It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it. Tell me again about the eye patch.
It belonged to Captain supposedly.
Nein, danke. Lagerraum betreten. Immer gut. Lagerraum. Papageienfutter. Mega. Zack. Mehr brauchen wir nicht, ne? Papageienfutter. So, da müssen wir bestimmt irgendwas reintun, der Papageienfutter.
Especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet. Pirate Times. Editor Conrad Lee. Ready to publish your unrecognized genius.
Sehr schön, sehr schön, sehr schön. So. Dann kommen wir hier bestimmt nicht sonst weiter. Papageienfutter haben wir. Aber wenn ich ihm das gebe, wird wahrscheinlich nicht viel passieren.
It doesn't seem interested.
Gut, probieren wir alles mit einem. Aber wir können natürlich das Messer benutzen.
It's my very own, very sharp, non-magical ceremonial knife.
Und auf die Planke oder so. Nein, geht auch nicht. Okay. Tja. Dann. Dann gehen wir da nochmal rein. Und jetzt haben wir ja ein Messer. Vielleicht können wir uns das ja abschneiden.
Gotcha, you pointy little tricky-fight.
Und vielleicht können wir uns das auch nochmal abschneiden.
I'll treat myself to a purple flower. I hope I don't get tossed in jail for this.
So, gucken wir mal.
It looks pretty and smells wonderful. This is a plant with a bad attitude, and enough pokey parts to back it up.
Kann ich das nochmal zerschneiden? Den Frosch da rein. Ich habe keine Ahnung. Ich versuche einfach ein bisschen aus. Da lang gehen. So, da sind noch mehr von den Blumen. Die gelben Blumen waren ja zum Pilze. Die nehmen wir auch mal mit.
Not a chance. I can't stand mushrooms.
Den nehmen wir nicht mit.
I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
Schon bin ich wieder draußen. Ich könnte den Frosch der Vergebung an die Dings geben. Möglicherweise hilft das. Den Frosch der Vergebung an die Schwertmeister. Pass mal auf. Da muss schon mehr passieren. Frosch der Vergebung an die Schwertmeister.
This is for you.
You're giving me a frog?
It's a forgiveness frog. For when words aren't enough.
You haven't even bothered to write anything personal on this frog. That's just rude. I reject your frog.
I reject your frog. Also, dann schreiben wir mal drauf. Liebe Carla. Sehr geehrte Damen und Herren, liebe
Dear Carla.
Tut mir leid, dass ich dich damals... Tut mir leid, dass ich das Buch, das ich ausgeliehen habe,
Sorry for
verloren
losing the book I
habe.
borrowed.
Bewundere das zu hart zu sagen, ich schätze das zu... Ach du Scheiße, okay. Ich schätze sehr, dass du zu pflichtbewusst für mich bist.
I value that you are dedicated to dedication.
Gott.
As shown by your actions at Portobello. Please accept my humblest apology.
Auch wenn es eigentlich nicht meine Schuld war. Du machst mir eine Heidenangst. Ich verspreche mich in Zukunft zu
I promise to
bessern.
do better in the future.
Das geht immer. Und jetzt?
This is for you.
Keine Ahnung.
Dear Carla. Ugh. It looks like you tried to include personal details,
Scheiße.
but then you got them wrong. You don't know me at all. I reject your frog.
Ich muss noch mal mit ihr reden, glaube ich. Okay, also. Können wir es noch einmal mit dem Frosch
Can we try the frog again?
Achso, ich hab noch nichts drauf.
Dear
Ach so,
Carla.
ach so.
Ugh. You don't know. I reject your frog.
Gut. Wie kriege ich jetzt noch mal alles raus von ihr?
I tried to read that once, but I couldn't finish it.
Ja. Doof. Doof. Carla. Doof. Jetzt stehe ich so ein bisschen auf dem Schlauch. Über alte Erinnerungen.
I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey.
Ich muss jetzt nicht, ich muss hier überall über Sachen nachdenken.
Looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done. Edgy.
Shit, wie komme ich jetzt an die Informationen nochmal von dem ganzen Kram? Eieieiei. Versuchen Sie dann...
Well, apparently a forgiveness frog doesn't work if the apology you write on it isn't good enough.
So, nochmal. Also, liebe
Dear Carla.
Also, das ist eigentlich... Das ist...
Sorry for losing the book I borrowed.
Ja. Robust zur Robustheit bist. Oh Mann, ey. Ich weiß es nicht. Scheiße. Ich will es trotzdem nochmal. Ist kein Tipp hier.
I value that you are dedicated to dedication.
Deine Taten in Santo Domingo, Santa Catalina, Port Elizabeth, Portobello, Santo Domingo.
As shown by your actions at Santo Domingo. Please accept my humblest apology.
Ich hab keine Ahnung. Du machst
You
mir
scare the heck out of me.
Das ist gut. You scare the heck out of me, das würde ich auch sagen. Die sieht ja auch aus wie...
Can we try the frog again?
Ich glaube, das wird nicht klappen. Das ist zu viel, weil ich nicht weiß.
Dear Carla. Ugh. It looks like you tried. You don't know me and I reject your frog.
Mist. Da waren bestimmt Hinweise und ich habe die alle nicht beachtet. Ist auch schwierig, ne? Ich habe ja auch extra auf... Endlich wird's kompliziert. Verdammt. Wie kriege ich denn jetzt Sachen über Carla raus? Ich muss auch mal zum... Ich habe eine Idee. Ich gehe nochmal zur Werft. Ich gehe nochmal hier. An glücklichere Zeit.
It's sad to see the shipyard like this.
Erinnerung, irgendwo Erinnerung. Irgendwo kommt meine
There was a
Erinnerung.
time when every mooring would be filled with one of Stan's used ships. There was a time when every mooring would be filled with one of Stan's used ships.
Ärgerlich.
Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now.
Dumm, dumm, dumm. Ich will keinen Hinweis. Ich will keinen Hinweis. Ich will keinen Hinweis. Eieieiei. So, während ich über die Hinweise brüte. Das war Teil 4. Hier geht's gleich weiter mit Teil 5. Also einfach in der Playlist. Und dann schauen wir mal. Ich mache mich mal schlau. Also nicht in der Zwischenzeit, sondern ich mache mir mal Gedanken. Hier geht's gleich weiter. Alles klar, bis später. Vielen Dank fürs Zusehen und Daumen nicht vergessen und so, ne? Danke.